we are super excited to share with you some of the things that have been weighing on our hearts at our office. As you know, we do mostly only retirement planning. And one of our goals this year is to encourage our clients that have worked so hard and spent their life, last 30, 40, 50 years of their life, saving for retirement, is how can we help you live the retirement that you have dreamt of, right? So I'm excited to bring in Ryan and Jordan. They are with Triad Partners. So in our space, just like you have the choice to work with whoever you want to help build your retirement plan, we can do the same. We can link and join partnerships with companies like Triad that help us in the business development space, or to help us really encourage our clients to dream a little bit in retirement, but also help our firm grow the way it should so we can serve you. So today, I'm excited to bring Ryan up to kind of share what our mission is in 2025. And at the end, we're going to share what we're going to do going forward. So, Ryan, appreciate you.
Thank you, Ben. Guys, it's an honor to be here with all of you today. I'll tell you what, we have a very unique position. Triad Partners works with the very top independent retirement planners in this country. One of our core mottos is not just to do business, but also do life. We call it DBDL. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing more do business, do life than being here with all of you that means so much to the IWM team. So it's a blessing to be here, and we're gonna have a lot of fun together. What I do, one of the blessings of being in our position is we get to travel the country, okay? And we get to be at events like this all the time with these amazing firms and people. And the first thing I do when I show up at a new place of the country, which happened yesterday as I got to Cleveland and then Akron, Ohio, is I go online and I start trying to figure out some cool things about the area that I'm present in. And did you guys know this was the birthplace of the hamburger? Did anybody know that? Somebody has got to explain this story to me, because this one I did not see coming. Yeah, really? Wow. Ben, lunch place. Well, this was a shock to me, but something that wasn't a shock is there's a guy that's made a very big, had a lot of success in the NBA that came from Akron. And I'll tell you what, I've known about his success in the NBA for a long time. Everybody in this country has. But something I didn't know about LeBron James is the significant impact he's had in the community of Akron. Building schools, donating to nonprofits. And as important as trophies and MVPs and championships is, that is nothing in comparison to the significant impact he's had to this hometown. And when I think of success, it's fun, it's a great goal, but it's not long lasting. Matter of fact, most people that win world championships in less than 2 weeks, they go from the highest point in their life to the lowest. Because this success they're chasing is starting over, and now it's time to train for the next season. But what's cool about significance, it lasts beyond our lifetime. It is a sustainable motivator you never get tired of. So we're blessed to be here today, and what we're going to talk about a little bit today, for starters, we've got an entire team behind us. I've got 100+ team members in Lawrence, Kansas, that are here for one reason, and that's to help IWM support all of you. When Ben and Tracy told me about the topic of today, markets and mimosas, we came for the mimosas, didn't we, Jordan? There is nobody you'd rather not have in front of you talking markets than us two, because that is not the part of the business we live in, okay? We are the people that get to make amazing relationships with all these firms, help them strategically at the 1,000-foot level. But when it comes to markets, we've got CPAs, CFPs, CFAs, tax attorneys. We've got amazing, talented people at our home office, but that's not where we live. So We're not going to talk a lot about the markets today, but I am going to have some mimosas with you, okay? In the spirit of success versus significance, guys, we get an amazing perspective in seeing how hundreds of thousands of people have a successful retirement, okay? Kind of an eagle's eye view, which is such an awesome perspective. And the most important thing with a successful retirement is having a game plan, a true game plan that you can count on, okay? And the reason having a game plan you can count on is so important because it allows you, to what Ben said, spend your time doing more important things, living that dream that we've all worked our entire life for. And once we have that game plan that we can count on, now we can focus on significance. What basketball was to LeBron, right? It opened up the platform and the door for him to have a significant impact on Akron. The game plan is what opens up the door for us as retirees to focus on things way more important than the financial stuff, okay? I'm going to tell everybody a quick little story about one of my favorite retirees. Again, we get to see lots of perspective, lots of amazing stories, but there's a husband and wife by the name of Dwayne and Frida Nelson. I got to know pretty well. They worked really, really hard at jobs that they didn't love. They spent 40 years of their career doing their time, and it was for one reason, to get to a point in their life that they could do life on their terms and retire. They get to about 60 years old, okay, and that opportunity came. They had a game plan, okay? They had a financial advisor that focused on retirement planning, like the IWM team, that gave them the confidence to not worry about this. And these were average, not wealthy, average retirees, okay, but had the confidence that they had enough and could do the most important things. And they spent their time visiting with grandchildren, going to sports activities, volunteering at local nonprofits, helping children of need. And they just had a blast because at the first time in their life, they could focus on what matters the most and having a significant impact on others, okay? Significance is about others. If we want anything to be long-lasting, it's not what we give to people, but it's what we leave in them. And their retirement, they came in with the perspective that we don't have to worry about the little things and being held hostage to the career that they didn't love. We now get to do retirement on our terms. And how we make the most of a significant retirement is a couple things. Number one, it's got to start with the vision. Because a lot of people get to retirement and they just kind of coast, okay? It's so important to write out your vision of what an ideal retirement is so that we don't take this for chance, but we do make the most of it. And I believe vision, there's a verse up there that means a lot to me. Without a vision, people perish. I think this is true when we're 15 years old. I think it's true when we're 30. I think it's true when we're 50. I think it's true our entire life. And when I think of getting to retirement, I think, not is this the last chapter of my life, but how do I make this the best? And when it comes to vision casting, the idea is what would need to be true for us to make these years our best years, okay? Next step, after we've got a picture or a vision of what's possible, we've got to believe in it, but we've got to take action, okay? Faith without works is dead. Belief without action is dead. That's the truth, okay? So if we have that belief and we're willing to put that in action to make these years our best years of our life, we're going to get the results, okay? Step one in taking action, a proactive plan. Guys, there are 270+ thousand financial advisors in this country. 270,000. The percent of those advising firms that are independent means they've got all the tools at their discretion and they can use the best tools available to their clients. Okay, most financial advisors are not independent. They're subject to another company that dictates what they're allowed to do. They're handcuffed in a lot of regard. So very small percent are independent, okay? Very small percent are comprehensive. When I say comprehensive, it's not just looking through the lens of investments, but how minimizing taxes can enhance retirement, how an income plan can give us the lifestyle we want regardless of what markets are doing, okay? So it's investments, income, taxes, a healthcare plan, okay? And finally, estate legacy. So those are the 5 core essential pieces. When we think of firms that are independent, comprehensive, and focused on retirement planning, it is less than 1% of the 270,000. So that's why that game plan is so important. Now there's a couple bullets up here I want everybody to see. Flexibility and ongoing planning. Something we've learned through IWM and a lot of amazing firms is it's not the plan that makes the biggest difference, but the ongoing planning. Having people in your corner helping you navigate, regardless of what's going on in your life, is such an essential component to a retirement plan. With accountability, there's the IWM team, and they've got amazing help, with Triad and firms like us that are here again for one reason, that's you guys, spouse, family, friends. Having people in your corner to help you navigate this is so critical to the plan. The next step, prioritizing health. Guys, there's so many people that they have this focus to serve others and help others, and if you ask them their priorities, they're going to say, number 1 is God. Number 2 is my family. Number 3 is my friends. Something that sometimes we leave out is after God, it should be yourself. Because what good are you to God, your family, your friends, if you're not making your own health a priority? And that's something that sometimes we forget. I forget myself. But health is so important. Dwayne and Frida Nelson, I told you a little bit of a story, a little bit about this retirement couple that really had a significant retirement. Less than 10 years into their retirement, they started having some health issues. One of them got heart disease before age 70, okay? The other one started getting early signs of dementia. And when these health battles came, Dwayne started going to therapy every other day. And at this time, it was to the hospital. Okay, out of his way to the hospital, do therapy every other day to get this, kind of figured out and make health a priority. And then his wife, Frida, was doing a lot of mental exercises like crossword puzzles every chance she could to try to keep that mind strong. And so they took a very proactive approach to make the most of that. But physical and mental health are one of the biggest keys to having a happy and long retirement. Next step, focusing on loved ones. Relationships are so important, guys. Retirement's not a solo journey. And we can have amazing relationships with our family. Doing hobbies and things like that are so important. Guys, some of us have family right down the road. Some of you may have family that lives in your home, okay? But there's other of us that have family that lives clear across the country. And story of Dwayne and Frida, they had people that were not out of state but 70 plus miles away, and back then that meant driving on the roads almost weekly. But today we can embrace technology with FaceTime and with Zoom and with cell phones. A good friend of mine shared with me that one of his biggest regrets in his life was he thought quality time was the most important part with family. And he said as these years came and they went, it wasn't quality time, but it was quantity of time. Quantity of time is quality of time, and the more time we can pour into our loved ones, the more significant of an impact we're going to have on them, and the more joy we're going to have in our own retirement. And embrace technology in that regard. It's here for a very helpful reason. Next step here is pursuing passion and purpose. Guys, some of you might be people of faith, and I believe significance starts with a purpose, and I believe purpose starts with God. And we all have different talents that we're given. Some of us are great at music. Some of us are great at, serving and in groups. Some of us, love sports and have a real knack for helping people. We all have different passions and purpose. But leveraging into those things is going to tee us up to be in a position have the most significant impact. And when I think of things that we should remove from our list, I think of what are those things that we're not good at and we don't love, so that we have room for the things we're great at and we love doing. So leaning into that purpose and passion is really powerful. Guys, that story that I just shared with you about the Dwayne and Frida, that was my grandparents. And I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be the man I am today, I wouldn't be in front of you guys today if it hadn't been for the significant impact they had on me. I'm going to tell you a fun story. Just a few years ago, we were interviewing our grandparents, and we asked them, hey, they're over 90 years old. What was the best years of your life? Okay, and I was expecting them to say their 20s or their 30s or their 40s. They said our best years of our life were our 60s and 70s. This was the point when we had the freedom to do life on our terms. The freedom to live the dreams that they had spent 40 plus years having. And just last year at 94, my grandma's passed. At 94 years old, grandparents have always been so intentional. At 94, my grandpa does a 100-topic bucket list. 94 years old. And guys, if traveling's part of your bucket list, don't wait till you're 94. Okay? Because there's not very far he can travel. But he does 100 things on a list of his bucket list at 94 years old. And last month I'm talking to him and he's got 3 items left. But I don't think we're ever too young or ever too old to make the years in front of us our very best years. I think with an intentional effort and having the game plan that we talked about that is comprehensive and the amazing team behind us, it relieves us, gives us that opportunity to really focus on the most significant things to us and others. Next, guys, I'm going to have the IWM team join me. In the spirit of significance, guys, this is so important to us at Triad, so important to IWM team. But they've put a lot of time together in figuring out what is significant to them, okay? And I'll tell you what's number one to the IWM team is the significance they can have on all of your lives. Guys, I work with the top firms in this entire country, and there's not a better firm, and I'm not just talking business. Remember the do business, do life? Iron sharpens iron, and this team here is do business, do life. They're making us better people. I know they are, all of you guys. But they're going to unveil something together. I'm going to give this mic to Ben. They're going to unveil a promise that they've been working on to really help summarize what's significant to them and all of you.
So like I said earlier, our mission, obviously we do planning, we manage money, but our mission at our firm starts with my dad, is how are we going to make an impact in your life and how are you going to make an impact on the lives you're surrounded with. So our team the last 6 months has put together basically, we look back just at our business and what our vision is and what our goal is and really what our passion is. And we put together, with Triad's help, is our promise to you from Integrated Wealth. And I'm going to read this. You probably can't see it, but the Integrated Wealth promise to our clients, their families, and the entire Integrated Wealth community. You can count on us to guide you with wisdom, integrity, and care to remove uncertainty and empower you to make decisions aligned with your best life. You can rely on us to ensure you understand the value of abundance you've created and make the most of it. We are here to protect your future, simplify your financial life, and give you the confidence to enjoy the retirement you've earned. We believe that retirement is more than just financial security. It is the opportunity to believe in what's possible. Build. You've worked hard to build your future. Our job is to help you build the retirement that reflects your values, dreams, and purpose. We'll provide the strategies and support along the way. Become. You have the potential to become the person who lives fully today while securing tomorrow. At Integrated Wealth, we just don't manage money. We help you believe you can and know you will. Believe your best days are not behind you, they are ahead of you. You deserve to spend them on your terms with certainty in your plan and belief in what is possible. It is with gratitude that you have chosen Integrated Wealth team to walk with you every step of the way. We're going to put that as soon as you walk in our office, because our goal and our passion is to help you live the next chapter of your life with purpose and significance.